Hey, it's me, Will. I'm back for season 5. I had a pretty good year last year. I went 9-1, so they were like, "Hey, let's make this guy Mega Beedril," and I happen to agree with the decision. So let's get into it. So here's my team. It's pretty garbage. Here's my opponent's team. It's also not one of my favorites. Not gonna lie. Um, so yeah, he has Mega Aerodactyl, which beats my team, and I have a Jolteon, which beats his team. And then other than that, the rest of the mons are pretty much irrelevant. It's weird because my offense beats his defense beats my offense, or his offense beats my defense. So this is going to be pretty much hyper offense. That's what I ended up bringing. So let's get into my team. So started with a Scarf Frostlass because like, how do I lose this game? I lose this game to a DD Zygarde and Mega Aerodactyl. So this makes sure that I don't lose either of them because I can Ice Beam both of those. And also in case he's a speed boosting cart, then I have the Shadow Ball, which kills him most of the time after one round of rocks. So that's good. Next up, I had Jolteon, which just destroys his team. It kills that, does a lot to that, does a lot to that. See these Mon looking things? It just kills most of them. So that's always nice. So after that, I have a Mega Gyarados with Ice Fang Crunch. And then if I can set up, it wins the game. If not, then I don't. But whatever, it happens. So I just think it's a really good Mon against the team. I should have brought a Water Stab because he had these 4 Water Weak dudes. But whatever. I didn't. I'll live with it. I was sub in case his Aloe is not Wake Up Slap. And I can set up on that freely. Next up, I had SD Garchomp with Rocks and Outrage. I should have brought a Stone Edge, but whatever. Had to bring Rocks because Rocks beats these guys. He has a lot of Rock Weak Mons, and it's really important to get those up, especially for the Mega Aerodactyl, which again is a big threat. Um, and so I figured next up, I brought Scizor because the plan for Scizor was to get up Rocks, and then for Mega Arrow, he'll bring it in on Chomp. He'll Ice Fang, I switch into Scizor, and then he'll switch out expecting the Bullet Punch. I do Pursuit, and it gets into a range where I can only switch into Rocks one more time, and then I can bring Scizor again, and then kill him with the Bullet Punch. That's the plan. So I think it's a good mon, and then also it just beats Goth. Pursuit Trap is nice. U-Turn's always good for momentum. He has 3 fire types and whatever. Oh, and it stops Cart from sweeping with Leaf Blade. And last mon is Gardevoir, Psychic Moonblast, HP Ground, T-Bolt. This is just because it's really good offensively against his entire team, and I like it. So yeah, I didn't bring Tangrowth because I thought that he'd build around Tangrowth Zygarde and do some weird Zygardes that they can beat Tang. So it's like whatever. There's no reason to bring it because it loses to pretty much every other mon on his team, and it lets him bring in Heatran or Alola or Mega Arrow for free. So let's see what he actually ended up bringing. So he actually ended up bringing a very defensive team. He didn't bring up Mega Arrow, which is huge for this game because I really didn't see that coming. And my original plan was to leave with Chomp and then get up Roxas, switch to Mega Arrow, switch out, do that whole thing I talked about earlier. But he didn't. So I was like, well, what the fuck do I do? So I was like, I think he's going to lead with Heatran. So to counter that, I'm leading with my Gardevoir. Because if I lead Chomp and he leads Heatran, he'll just switch out. If I lead Gardevoir, he'll stay in, get up his rocks, which I don't really care about too much, and then I can go for an HP ground. So let's see how that works out. I'm pretty sure it'll kill because I'm Specs and I'm strong. So I trace the Flash Fire so he can go for fire moves against me. HP ground, but he reveals Shuka. Now this is nice because it tells me that he's actually a fairly either an offensive set or one with no HP or SPDF investment, which is nice. He gets up his rocks, not a big deal. So I go for another HP ground to kill it. He makes a nice play, switches into Goth. And now it does a decent amount to Goth, but Goth can now kill me with 2 Shadow Balls. And from this, I'm pretty sure that it's Scarf because I'm not pretty sure. I know that it's Scarf because I made mine outspeed his. So now I can just switch into Scizor and get a nice Pursuit kill because Scizor doesn't have its main role anymore. Now its main role is just to take out Kartana, or stop Kartana from sweeping. So he switches into Tran. I don't want to lose that, so I switch into Garchomp, predicting the Willow, or not the Willow, predicting Lava. He makes a great play, goes for Willow. I just get up my rocks here because I'm like, hey, I'll need them for the game. He goes into Aloe, so then I'm switching out because nope. So I bring in a Jolteon just to see what he's gonna do. He goes for a Wish. I don't want him to let Heatran come in, so I go for a T-Bolt. He makes a nice play, goes into a Moongus, and I Volt Switch out. From that damage, I can tell that he's something. I don't remember what it was, because this game was played like 5 days ago. I switch into Garchomp, so he can't Spore me. He makes a nice play, goes for Synthesis. I set up my SD here, as he goes into Aloe. I set up another SD after this, because I can. He goes for Ice Beam, and it does a lot of damage. But I live it, which is important, because I get to do a move. Yeah. Unfortunately, the next Burn Tone will kill me, so I have to attack now. I just go for the Dragonium attack. Devastating Drake, there we go. It does like no damage because Garchomp sucks. Oops. So it's not looking good for me. So I bring in Jolteon. I can get off a nice Volt Switch on whatever, go for Momentum, or I can go for HP Ice, but I didn't because I'm not good. So I went for a Volt Switch, and I bring in Scizor because Scizor just is a good momentum against whatever. Force him to go for an HP Fire, so I can bring in... Why did I bring in Frostless on an HP Fire? Oops. So yeah, that does a lot. But now I know I can just go for the Ice Beam, but I don't. I go for the T-Bolt because I'm smart. And it kills his Qwilfish. Or, yeah, it will kill his Qwilfish. So that's fun. Um, and yeah. So now he brings in the cart. I'm like, I don't want to lose Frostlass. It's too important to me because it's the only way I can beat his cart. So I switch in Scizor. He goes for the knock. Good play. So I just go for a Bullet Punch to make sure that he's in range for a Shadow Ball, even if he has some HP investment. And now it's looking decent for me because he has to go for a knockoff here. So I can Mega Up, DD. And then after +1, Ice Fang has a good chance to kill. But I go for another DD because I'm like, man, I can outspeed his Scarf Cart here. So that looks pretty good. And then I just go for an Ice Fang. Unfortunately, he's Rocky Helmet. If it wasn't Rocky Helmet, I would just won the game right here. So now he goes for Toxic as I Crunch. And so then I know he's going to Protect here, but there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to hope he doesn't get the double Protect because I know I'll kill him on the next turn. So he gets the first one, obviously. Toxic brings me down. Go for the second one. Unfortunately, gets a double Protect, so I don't get to kill the Aloe, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So now I'm pretty sure I have this game locked because I bring in Jolteon, go for a T-Bolt, and here's where I think he makes... Oh, no, never mind. I lied. So he goes for a Leaf Blade. He kills me. And then I've calced it, and I'm 90% sure that Frostlass just wins the game here with a Scarf Shadow Ball. And it does. Well, spoilers. Oops. Yeah, so it does 28 to the Heatran. And talking about this game, so great game, Risepool. That was a lot of fun. I really had fun with it. It was super close, and it was always fun to play. The last time we played, shenanigans happened with your EVs getting messed up, and guess what? Same thing happened again, unfortunately. So for those of you who don't know, his Heatran actually had HP investment, but Showdown deleted it, or he messed with the sets and forgot to change it back or whatever. So that was really unfortunate, because he wouldn't have taken that much damage from the HP ground, he wouldn't have died to Shadow Ball. So the game would have been very different. But still, I had a lot of fun with the game. It was super close, super tight, and looking forward to the rest of the season. So, yeah, good game, Risepool, and I'm out. Peace.